Imagine this. A single individual operating at a scale that builds a $1 billion company. That's not some distant Silicon Valley fantasy, according to someone like OpenAI's CEO, Sam Altman. It's actually far closer than, most people realize.
Yeah, absolutely. And if one person can maybe achieve that kind of scale, then setting up, say, a comfortable $10,000 a month business, that's genuinely within reach for you right now, with the right approach, definitely.
Welcome to the deep dive. This is where we sift through layers of information, try to unearth compelling ideas, and really cut through the noise. Today, we're embarking on, I think, a fascinating exploration, a practical blueprint for starting a one-person AI business, and yeah, the path to potentially leaving your traditional job behind.
hmm We've distilled what we're calling a three-part escape plan from our sources. It's designed to help you hit that $10K a month freedom number.
Yeah.
We'll dive into the broader revolution happening right now, then the specific steps for building your own niche AI agency, and finally, how you can automate yourself right into, well, a truly dream business.
Right. And we'll also unpack the essential skills you'll need at each stage, and maybe why this particular moment in time presents such a unique opportunity for solo entrepreneurs. Okay, so let's unpack this idea, this unprecedented opportunity. Our research frames our current moment as almost the final explosive chapter in a 50-year revolution. Individual empowerment. What's really behind what our sources are calling this solo entrepreneur's trifecta?
It's a powerful combination,
Yeah.
truly. Think of it like a three-stage rocket, maybe. First, you had the personal computer back in the 70s.
Mm.
That gave us computational power control over data, right there on your desk. Then, the internet in the 90s linked all those computers, gave us global reach, instantly connecting us to anyone, anywhere. And now, the 2020s, AI provides what the source calls operational power.
Mm-hmm.
So this trifecta, computational power, global reach, and now operational power, it creates an almost like unfair advantage for individuals.
Operational power.
No,
So it's like doing complex tasks that used to require a whole team, but just you and AI. Can you give us a sense of what that looks like in practice?
exactly. Yeah. It's about AI becoming your like tireless 24/7 digital workforce. Imagine needing to generate leads or handle customer inquiries, maybe draft personalized content, or even manage complex data analysis. Historically, those tasks would need, a sales team, a customer service department, a content writer, data analyst. AI, if you set it up right, can now perform all of those roles simultaneously at scale for just one operator. It's really a constant output machine. Never gets tired.
That's a profound shift in individual capability, and it ties directly into the secret of wealth, doesn't it? This concept of leverage. Naval Ravikant talks about this often.
Absolutely. Ravikant identifies three key types: labor, capital, and code content. For decades, these were, largely inaccessible to the average person. You either needed a huge workforce or vast amounts of money to invest, or the technical chops to build software or publish widely. Those barriers were just immense.
But what's truly fascinating here, and what our sources really highlight, is how AI has fundamentally kind of democratized all three forms of leverage for the individual.
Right. AI functions as that digital labor, your tireless 24/7 workforce we just talked about. It's also like code. It helps you build sophisticated systems, automations, without you ever needing to write a line of actual programming code. It's amazing. And it's your content partner, creating high-quality material from blog posts to social media stuff at an unimaginable scale. So one solo entrepreneur can now truly operate with the capacity of a team of dozens, maybe even hundreds of specialists.
So one person commands the output of an entire small company. 2 sec silence. Whoa. Imagine scaling that to 1 billion queries or
Right.
interactions.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a profound shift in what's possible.
It genuinely is. The sheer scale, the speed that AI brings to an individual's output, it's staggering.
Okay, so with this incredible power, like right at our fingertips, where do we even begin? The blueprint lays out this freedom map, and the first step, logically, is defining your destination, that clear, tangible goal you're aiming for.
Yeah, and for most people looking to escape the 9-to-5 grind, that destination is hitting $10,000 a month in revenue. It's not some arbitrary number. It's identified as the freedom threshold.
Hmm.
That's the amount that typically covers your bills, gives you real financial security, and crucially, gives you control over your time. It's the number that really breaks those traditional employment chains.
But $10,000 a month, that can feel pretty overwhelming when you're just starting out, right? Our guide offers what it calls a psychological cheat code, a very clever mental reframe.
Instead of thinking, okay, I need to generate $10,000 in monthly revenue, which sounds huge, you shift your mindset to, I need to find just 4 people willing to pay me $2,500 a month. Why? to solve a genuinely painful, expensive problem for them. It just transforms that daunting financial target into something manageable, human scale, focused on relationships and value.
That reframing is incredibly powerful, but how do we even begin to identify those painful, expensive problems? The ones clients would happily pay $2,500 a month to solve. What's that discovery process look like for a beginner?
Well, it starts with observation, listening, looking at industries or businesses you know a bit about maybe, or even just local businesses around you. What are their biggest headaches? Is it missed calls, lost leads, inefficient booking systems, struggling to keep up with social media? A lot of local businesses are, frankly, hemorrhaging money or time because of these issues, and often they don't even realize a simple AI solution exists.
Okay, got it. So with our destination set, the right mindset, the next big question is the vehicle. How do we get there? Our guide strongly recommends a niched AI automation agency.
Yeah, exactly. After testing various models like building micro SaaS, which is, very small niche software as a service,
Right.
or running a general digital agency. This specific model, it just wins out for beginners. You specialize. One specific AI system for one specific type of business. That focus, it lets you develop deep expertise way faster. It makes sales significantly easier because you're seen as the specialist. And ultimately, it lets you command premium prices.
Right. And the source even calls out 4 high-demand AI systems, calls them franchise models. You don't even have to invent from scratch. They're almost like pre-built for success.
That's right. These are proven systems. They solve common, expensive problems. We're talking about the speed to lead agent that ensures quick responses to customer inquiries, like following up on web form submissions in seconds. Super important. Then there's the 24/7 booking system for appointments, perfect for service businesses, dentists, mechanics, you name it. We also have a social DM bot for platforms like Instagram, automates those initial customer interactions. And finally, the AI receptionist voice agent that can handle calls, answer FAQs, even qualify leads. And the beauty is, you build these using no-code tools. That's software for non-developers, right? Lets you drag and drop elements to create powerful apps. Then you test them, see which one gets the strongest market response in whatever niche you choose.
These systems clearly address real business pains, but what makes them especially high demand for, say, local businesses right now? Is it just the efficiency, or is there something more to it?
It's efficiency, sure, but it's also the sheer cost savings and, importantly, revenue generation. Many local businesses are still manually handling these tasks, leads to missed opportunities, unanswered calls, slow lead follow-ups, stuff like that. These AI systems directly solve those problems, often for way less than hiring a person, and they work 247. To them, it often looks like magic, because they're usually pretty far behind the curve on tech adoption.
Okay, makes sense. So we have our destination, our vehicle, now for the route.
Mhm.
Our guide points to cold email outreach, calls it the ultimate cheat code for beginners.
Absolutely. Think about it. Paid ads, expensive, require deep expertise. Content marketing takes months, sometimes years to build real momentum. Cold email, though, it offers incredible power for minimal cost. One well-crafted campaign can literally reach hundreds of targeted businesses daily. On autopilot, it's kind of like having a 20-person sales team working for you, but, without the payroll.
Right, but cold email often gets a bad rap. Lots of people just ignore it, send it straight to spam. How do you make a cold email campaign genuinely effective? What's the secret to playing on easy mode, as the blueprint calls it, that smart targeting strategy?
Yeah, the real secret is targeting the right audience
Yeah.
with a specific solution to a known problem. You avoid those super tech-savvy markets like e-commerce. Competition's fierce there. Instead, you target what we call the AI clueless local businesses. Think plumbers, roofers, HVAC companies, small law firms, dentists. For them, a simple modern AI system that solves their biggest bottleneck like missed calls or slow lead follow-ups that will genuinely look like pure magic. They're not looking for cutting-edge stuff. They just want solutions to their everyday headaches.
So that discovery process is really key here, isn't it? Finding that winning combo of niche and solution.
Yes, exactly. You use tools, like Apollo.io is one, to generate targeted lead lists. Then you run small-scale campaigns, maybe send each of your 4 franchise offers to different specific niches, and you meticulously analyze which niche responds most enthusiastically to which offer. Once you see a clear winner, you just double down on that combination. It really boils down to mastering just 2 core skills. Knowing how to build one of those 4 AI systems using no-code tools and running one simple, targeted, cold outreach campaign. That's basically the engine.
Okay. Getting to that $10K a month sounds like an incredible accomplishment. But our source admits, initially, it can still feel like a bit of a grind. The true opportunity, then, is what happens after you secure those first few clients, building what they call the dream business.
Yeah, that's where you evolve. You go from being a worker, the one delivering the service, to being an architect, the one designing the systems. Once your cold email system is consistently bringing in new clients, your new mission is to identify bottlenecks within your own business operations. Things like proposal creation, maybe client onboarding, or even managing your own outreach process. And then you apply your AI skills to automate those tasks
By yourself.
for yourself.
So the ultimate goal is automating yourself out of the day-to-day delivery, maintaining strategic oversight, but freeing up your time. This really sounds like the modern 4-hour workweek dream, doesn't it?
It really is, yeah. AI automation becomes the meta skill. You're building digital labor that works constantly while you sleep, while you travel. Scaling your output infinitely without needing a proportional investment of your time. That's the path. Hitting 10 tags, 20K a month, maybe more, with just a few hours of strategic oversight each week.
Okay, to achieve all this, you need specific skills, described almost like a video game skill tree. What are those foundational tier 1 skills we need to develop right away?
You absolutely need mastery in at least one major no-code AI automation platform. Think tools like Zapier, Make.com, or maybe specific AI builders designed for non-developers. You also need solid, basic cold email marketing fundamentals. And crucially, strong client communication soft skills. Can't forget those. These are your foundational building blocks, your starting point.
Right. And as you gain experience, those initial skills become second nature. Our sources suggest these tier 2 skills unlock, enabling even greater growth. How crucial is something like business process analysis before you even start building an automation for a client?
Oh, it's absolutely critical. Yeah, tier 2 skills are more advanced. Business process analysis is essential because, well, you can't automate chaos, right? You need to understand a client's current workflow first to spot the true bottlenecks. Then there's automation architecture design, building robust, scalable solutions, and strategic business development for cultivating those long-term partnerships. I still wrestle with prompt drift myself sometimes. That's when an AI's responses start to get less accurate or consistent over time if you don't manage it carefully. So continuous learning is it's really key.
That brings us to what the guide calls the golden rule, continuous development. The AI landscape moves incredibly fast.
Absolutely. Successful solopreneurs, they commit to lifelong learning, new tools, new techniques, but they also stay firmly grounded in proven business fundamentals. The specific tools might change really quickly, but the core principles, solving problems, delivering value, those remain constant.
So if AI is evolving so fast, how do you keep those core tier 1 skills current without, constantly chasing the newest shiny object?
You focus on the underlying principles, not just the specific interface of whatever tool is hot this week. Understand how data flows, how AI models process information, the fundamentals of automation logic. These core concepts change much, much slower than the specific software you use.
Okay. Our guide makes a very strong case, almost urgent, for why now is the time to act. Calling it a gold rush window, says it's temporary.
It's true. It really feels like that. The market timing advantage is huge right now. Most local businesses just haven't adopted AI in any meaningful way yet. That creates a massive opportunity for early movers. There's this huge knowledge gap, right, between what AI can do and what traditional business owners even understand is possible. And there's proven demand. They desperately need these systems, but they lack the skills to build or implement them themselves.
And crucially, the barriers to entry have basically collapsed.
Precisely. Technical skills. Not really a barrier anymore thanks to those no-code tools we talked about. Capital requirements are minimal compared to traditional startups. You don't need to rent an office or hire a bunch of employees right away. And cold email gives you direct, scalable market access to decision makers, all without needing a massive budget for advertising. It's pretty accessible.
And the source provides proof of concept, too, right? It's not just theoretical.
Not at all. Thousands of people in these communities, many starting with zero technical background from all over the world. They've used these exact principles to get past that $10,000 monthly target. The demand is undeniably real. The tools are reliable. The process is proven. This isn't just some idea. It's actually happening right now.
But if it's a gold rush window and so many people are talking about it, isn't there a risk of it getting saturated quickly? Is the window really still wide open for beginners? Or is it maybe already too late for someone just starting out today?
That's a natural concern, yeah. But the reality is, most local businesses haven't even started to explore AI. Seriously. We're truly in the very early stages of adoption for the vast majority of the market out there, the early movers. They're still defining the landscape. There's ample room for newcomers to carve out their own niches. Absolutely. Sponsor.
Okay, so to recap our deep dive into this incredibly actionable blueprint, the unique combination of the personal computer, the internet, and now artificial intelligence. It's created an unprecedented opportunity for individual empowerment.
hmm You can leverage AI to operate with the capacity of like a team of 100 specialists. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
By defining a clear $10,000 a month freedom number
Mm-hmm.
and then focusing on solving a truly painful problem for just 4 clients using a niched AI automation agency.
And using strategic cold email, importantly, to effectively find those AI clueless local businesses, you gain a systematic approach. You can build a truly automated business evolving from just a worker to a strategic architect.
Yeah, it requires specific skills, those tier 1 and tier 2 skills we talked about. And definitely a commitment to continuous learning as the landscape evolves. It moves fast. But the window of opportunity, it's wide open right now. Barriers to entry have collapsed, and there's a proven path to success.
So you now have the map, the vehicle, and a clear route to your $10,000 a month freedom number. It won't be effortless, obviously, but the potential rewards make it seem profoundly worth it.
This unique window, it really is time sensitive. It won't wait forever. The blueprints are proven, the tools accessible, the market is waiting for solutions. The revolution has begun. And the fundamental question is, will you choose to take action?
So for you listening right now, maybe consider this. What single repetitive part of your current work could an AI system automate today?
Food for thought indeed.
Thank you for joining us on this deep dive. Out Music.